Hey everybody, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terence. The week begins on Monday, February the 19th, 2024. This is an important week because the energies are building to a culmination, which is a full moon on Saturday. A full moon when everything culminates, concludes, comes to light, comes to a head. But let's start that journey on Monday, the 19th, when the moon that represents the emotional reactions, the emotional tone of the public, will be in harmony with Jupiter and Saturn, early afternoon Pacific time. When Jupiter and Saturn are in harmony itself for this month, it's good economically for most companies, most people around the world. Jupiter represents opportunity and growth. And being in harmony with Saturn, Saturn gives the manifestation, the solidification, the grounding of those opportunities. So here's the emotional moon in early afternoon Pacific time, in harmony with that Jupiter-Saturn, would be ideal for business meetings, maybe interviewing for a new job interview, or pitching to a business idea, but also feeling more grounded and secure with your work and with your career. On Tuesday, the moon, continuing in nurturing domestic Cancer, will be in harmony with progressive, independent, outgoing Uranus. Moon Uranus mid-morning Pacific time means emotionally for the public, there could be a lot of upbeat optimism, excitement, shaking things out, being open to new ideas. The moon can also represent our ingrained habits coming from early childhood programming. That's the moon. And when it's in harmony with progressive Uranus, it's an excellent time to break through old limiting patterns, to really be more open to new ideas. And you're going to be feeling so much more upbeat. So Tuesday mid-morning Pacific time is also very favorable for starting new projects, for really getting, promoting new business ideas. Now, Tuesday night Pacific time at 10:38 p.m., Tuesday evening Pacific time, the moon, the emotional moon, goes void of course. And it's going to remain void of course as we go into Wednesday until 5:41 a.m., at which point, that's Pacific time, at which point the moon leaves Cancer, being void of course, and goes into Leo. Leo is very different tone from Cancer. Cancer almost just wants to hang out, with friends, with family. But when it goes into Leo, Leo's more extroverted, more outgoing, more playful. Now, when the moon is void of course, as I mention every week, as the moon, before it goes into Leo, it's no longer making any aspects like a conjunction, a square, an opposition to other planets while it's in Cancer. So there's no more energy until the moon goes into the next sign, starting a whole new cycle. So when the moon isn't making any aspects, the energy is flat. It's unproductive. It's good for just stick to your routine, stick to what you've been doing, but not advised to introduce any important new projects during the moon void of course. The moon goes into outgoing fiery Leo at 5:41 a.m. Pacific time. At that point, Venus and Mars will be aligning, which triggers a lot of passion, creativity, can be very romantic energy, very playful energy, especially as the moon is in Leo opposite Venus-Mars in Aquarius. That opposition deals with relationships. Now, the moon will be opposite the Venus-Mars early evening Pacific time, and that could be a really favorable Wednesday evening for going, on a date, going with your significant other to a nice dinner, going to the theater, going to a party. It's very social, playful energies. But all day, but best after the moon goes into Leo, with that Venus-Mars conjunction, it triggers a lot of enthusiasm, passion, creativity. So it's really good for meeting new people, socializing, attending any kind of entertainment venue. On Thursday, the moon continues in extroverted Leo, but now it's going to go void of course at 8:18 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, but it's going to continue into Friday. So when we get up on Friday morning, the moon continues in fiery Leo, but it's void of course. So you might be feeling restless, but you're just spinning your wheels. Good for meditation, for resting, for reflecting. You'll have enough fire to accomplish your goals, but don't introduce anything important during the moon void of course, which continues through Friday at 5:38 p.m. Pacific time. So all of Thursday, for most of you, it's just best to just stick to your routine. Don't start any important new projects. At 5:38 p.m. Pacific time, the moon leaves fiery Leo and goes into Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is very work-oriented, very service-oriented, very sensible energies. As we go into Saturday, the 24th, now we have the full moon in Virgo. So it's bringing to light, bringing to a culmination all things Virgo, very work-oriented, service-oriented, could be really focused on helping others, on volunteering, taking care of people who may be sick, because that Virgo energy is very health-oriented and service-oriented. But this full moon will be in harmony with Jupiter and Saturn, much like the transiting moon on Monday, the 19th, was in harmony with Jupiter and Saturn. So again, Jupiter, opportunity and growth and luck, and in harmony with Saturn, keeping it grounded, helping it manifest these opportunities. The full moon's bringing it all to a time, bringing it all to a head. And all day Saturday, Venus, the planet of love, the planet of creativity, the planet of cooperation. Venus will be in a hard angle with expansive Jupiter. The hard angle with Jupiter tends to be too much of a good thing, because Venus and Jupiter are the two great benefic planets in the chart. Venus is all that desire, Jupiter is all that optimism and expansiveness, but when they're in tension, we have a tendency to go overboard with too much of a good thing, and it is going to a Saturday night, and it is going to be a full moon, so this could be, it's ideal for going to an entertainment venue, going to a party, having a romantic evening, but you could overindulge with too much alcohol, too much rich food, spending too much money, but you're feeling really good. Moderation is the best approach. So on Sunday, the 25th, the moon continues in Virgo, but by mid-morning Pacific time, around between 9 and 11 a.m., the moon will be in harmony with progressive Uranus. So this is another good opportunity to break out of any stuck patterns, try something all new. That Uranus can be open you up to thinking out of the box, trying new things. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, be safe and well.